In this video tutorial, I will explain how to create wizard forms in a WhereIam. A wizard form is a form that consists of multiple screens. The user moves between screens by pressing the previous and next buttons. Wizard forms are useful when a user has to enter a lot of information. So the information is split into different steps, and the user finishes one logical step after another, which is a lot easier than entering all information at once. A very simple example of this is in the CRM sample application, when a user enters the details of a new customer. Here, all the information about a customer is split into three groups: personal details, login details, and photo. So the user enters personal details first, followed by the login details, and then followed by photo. Note that the user has to go through all the steps and he cannot skip a step. Note also that if the user cancels the wizard, the object is not created and all the information is lost. To configure such a wizard, the developer has to create a form with several form sections, one form section per screen of the wizard. For details about forms and form sections, please watch the forms tutorial. So here we have the personal details form section, the login details form section, and the photo form section. To make sure that the form sections are presented to the user one after the other in a wizard-like fashion, we have to select Wizard in the navigation properties of the form. Furthermore, if we want to show the stepper widget, this widget here, we have to display it in the panel header of the form. So we go to the panel header property and select the Show Wizard Steps radio button here. A wizard consisting of form sections is easy to create and use. However, what if your wizard is more complicated than just going through screens of a new object? What if there is some business logic involved when moving between steps of the wizard? What if you want the wizard to show forms of different objects and/or always store the information entered by the user even if he cancels the wizard? In order to create such a wizard, you need to create a multi-step process. A multi-step process consists of steps where each step represents a screen of the wizard. Each step is also associated with a process that shows the screen to the user. A multi-step process can be linear or non-linear. You specify it using this property here. For linear multi-step processes, the user has to go through the steps in the order that they are defined. The user cannot skip a step. In a non-linear multi-step processes, the user can go directly to any step before or after the current one. Steps are defined by pressing the Add button here. You have to specify the name of the step, which has to be unique in the multi-step process. Then you can either specify a direct process that shows the screen of the step for nonlinear wizards, or you can specify separate processes for next and previous buttons for linear wizards. You can also specify invisibility conditions for the step and the icon. There are some requirements that you have to follow when defining multi-step processes. Each process that you specify when adding a step must finish with the view action that shows the form of some object. Note that it has to be the view and not the edit action. Each process has to set the name of the current step that it represents by setting a value of some attribute of some object available in the context of the process. The name of this object and its attribute is specified in the holder of the current step property here. The name of the current step set by a process must match the name of the step. The form showed by any process must have wizard form previous and or wizard form next panel operations defined to display the next and previous buttons of the wizard. So how does the user kick off a multi-step process? By running a process that is specified as the starting process of the wizard in the start process property of a multi-step process. When the last step is displayed, a where_am generates the finish button, and when the user presses this button, the process specified in the finish process property runs. Let's have a look at an example of a multi-step process. I will be showing you a real application here. Popular software for funeral homes developed with a where_am. It is called Funeral Buddy, and this is its website. In this software, a funeral director conducts an interview with relatives of the deceased. The interview process is fairly involved. There are sections about marriage, children, parents of the deceased, mode of disposal, details of the service and ceremony, music, flowers, coffin selection, and so on. Let me show you. Here I have the Funeral Buddy software with some test data. We will go to the funeral of John Doe. The interview starts when I click on the interview button here. We can see all the steps of the interview. We can keep clicking on the next button or we can go directly to any step like this. The wizard here shows forms of different objects involved in the interview, and every time the user goes to the next screen, the details of the current screen are saved in the corresponding object. Let's have a look at the configuration of the wizard. So here we have the multi-step process, and we can see all its steps. The multi-step process is non-linear, so the user can go to any step directly, in which case an associated process runs. The name of the current step is held in the current step attribute of the PI interview object. The wizard kicks off when the user runs the continue interview process. Let's have a look at it. The process creates the PI interview object if it hasn't been created yet. And if it has been, it shows the appropriate form by checking the value of the current step attribute. Let's have a look at any process that runs when a step is selected. For example, the other details step. It is implemented by the dir_other process. If we look at the process, we can see that it essentially sets the value of the current step and shows an appropriate form. And if we look at the form, we can see that its panel operations contain wizard form previous and wizard form next operations. The wizard finishes by running the complete interview process. This process creates a lot of tasks for the funeral director to perform after completion of the interview. One interesting thing about this funeral software is that different funeral directors prefer different sequence of the interview steps. For example, some want music selection to be before coffin selection, and others want it the other way around. You can allow end users to define their own sequence of steps by ticking this property here. You will then need to define a menu command of the user-defined steps type somewhere in your visual perspective. We can see it here. This command allows end users to change the sequence of steps. Let me show you how it works. So when I log in as the administrator, I can define the sequence of steps that I want for my funeral home. I select the multi-step process here, and then I can see all the steps of the process, and I can press the up and down buttons to change the sequence of steps. As you can see, multi-step processes in AwareIM can help you create really powerful and versatile wizards.